Every once in a while, you stumble across a set of experiences so beyond your wildest expectations that you simply couldn't have written them. Two mates, thousands of miles and a dream.
A journey that will span across 2 continents, driven by nothing but passion and, most importantly, the pursuit of Monster Carp.
Oh my lord, Neil. Oh my god.
I'll be with you in a minute.
Right, let's have a bite. Gonna go back to an old Monster Carp saying, Tom, but it just felt different. Right then, Tom.
This is the Dovey and Spooner versus road trip.
I don't know where my hat is though.
You put it in the case, I saw it.
He put it in the case.
Yeah.
What my Monster Carp one, I never come listen to that.
It was a snapback because you're like cooler though.
With Dovey's hairline protector packed, it was now time to spend 40 minutes looking for our car park.
Well, where else can it be?
I don't know, Neil!
It's probably just cost you a fortune.
Me?
I use your card. First
Well, Neil. Slick.
Your haircut.
Stress over.
Just get truffle!
I told you, you've got to stop stressing.
I don't stress.
I don't know, Neil!
That's why it falls out. He's stressed about everything.
Oh, this is going to be the best trip ever.
With Dovey's stress over, maybe he'll tell you where we're actually going now.
South Africa, which is Africa.
Well done.
And Europe.
And yeah,
Croatia. We're going to go from 30 degrees to 0 degrees.
and actually it's -2 now.
Oh, great.
In Croatia.
Yep, lovely.
So,
Thank you very much.
But we have got a lot of exciting plans across Spooner and Dovey throughout this year, so we do need to sharpen our game up a bit,
Yeah,
don't
we do, mate. We've got some tough pairings this year, so let's reconnect
Nice.
and enjoy the trip, eh? Let's
go.
go.
Good afternoon, everybody, and once again, welcome aboard the ship by
This is Gilbert, aka Gilly, 5 times world champ and Mr. Nice Guy, and the man who'll make sure Dovey doesn't die in South Africa.
And this rod tube contains the very same Kaizen Green Spooner and I will be using throughout the video. And you could be in with a chance of winning these exact rods depending on who wins the match. We'll do biggest fish in South Africa plus our biggest fish in Croatia combined.
Okay.
Whoever wins
Yep.
gets to pick 2 sets of that,
Yep.
2 people in their Instagram followers to win my set of rods and your set of rods.
I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're fighting for you guys. I'm gonna win.
He's not. I love the fact he thinks he's going to win a match against me.
Now, it's one thing coming to South Africa just to catch carp. Dovey's been out and done that a couple of times, but I wanted to show him a typical South African tackle shop, a good carp shop. It's called Anglers Anonymous. This is like the birthplace of the goo. Kiana has a South African input into it, and whilst we might have 20 to 28 different flavours at any one time in the UK, it'll be more like 1,000 over it. It's unbelievable.
Absolutely love this.
This is really, really good.
Going straight in my basket.
You look even worse as a fake person.
All right, mate.
What?
Here we go.
Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye. Nestled in the tranquil heart of South Africa's stunning landscapes lies the first part of our road trip, Donaldson Dam. Not just rich in South Africa's fishing history, but also in the quarry that swims in these rich waters.
It's safe to say I couldn't wait to jump into the next few days.
I gotta read up the bum.
Literally.
We've got beers.
Not in now. Great answer.
Man, that's a laugh a minute.
Everything is Dovey, mate. I have to do it properly, Neil. Sorry, bro.
Good.
Oh my God! Here, let me lift you. I'm joking.
Funny guy, look. There you're staying in there, and then me and
We've got an outside shower.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it is so brilliant
shower.
because you've got windows with mozzie mesh, so you can open the window at night. And you've got
This is the face of a relieved man that realises he won't have to share with spiders again.
Equipped with our new peace of mind, we began getting sorted for the evening.
We've had quite a lazy setup, I'm not going to lie. We're not used to this heat. It's like over 30 degrees. Anything we do feels like real hard effort. So we've just sat there, we've tied a few rigs, we've got the rods ready. It's been nice just to spend a little bit of time with the lads, have a few beers. I've got some shorts on, the white legs are out. And in about an hour or two's time, we'll get some rods out for the first time on what is going to be an epic adventure. A couple of hours passed by and the sun swapped with the clouds. Let's get those rods out.
The first spinner was dropped via the boat, right in amongst the zone where we'd seen a few fish showing. To reduce disturbance, I decided to flick the other two into no man's land.
I'm just waiting here until I see one jump out. And as soon as it does, I'm going to cast exactly on its head. There's one. Great drop. We're taking it.
Yellow pop-ups mounted onto spinners were also dropped via the boat. I spread 3 rods out into the bay, an area that the locals say is prolific.
With all the rods sorted, we sat back and enjoyed our first night, soaking in all of the South African ambience.
An ambience that was soon to be disrupted by one of Donaldson Dam's gems.
Well, middle rod. I thought it might be the middle rod. There's been fish showing over right in the back corner, and this was definitely the closest position rod to it. But unfortunately, it's got into the reed bed. So, life jackets on. Going to jump in the boat and hopefully land our first one of the trip. Let's not forget, it is a match. We are trying to give away some Kaizen rods, and I want to give it away to people that follow me, not Dovey's followers, even though we've probably got a lot of the same. Okay.
Spooner says he's feeling a kick or two, so we're very hopeful. It's always nice to get that icebreaker.
oh, I gotta read up the bum.
Seriously, do not try this at home.
Right. This is deep, man. Right, we've now officially lost Adrian.
Oh, he's on.
No way. I was not expecting you to say it was still on.
I literally just tickled its lips.
That's what she said.
Tickling lips? Count me in.
I've got clean clothes. I'll be with you in a minute. Forgot you were taller than me. Go.
Is the net open? He's not big, but he's in. Yes, boys!
This carp has got no idea what has just happened.
You all good?
I've been better. Right, Adrian, we'll come and get you in the morning.
No problem.
Wouldn't be a decent story without a decent blank.
You're beating Dovey at the moment.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Hello. We've just both been in for a swim.
Huh?
Yeah, we've had to
100%.
crawl through the back of the reed beds.
What is he got no trousers?
He's got no trousers. What's he got in trousers?
We're both in the undies.
You got your little willy out of you.
South African with small dick helps land.
Yes, 100%.
There we go, South Africa. Lovely carp. I was going to say something really Let's just go with South African carp and battles that I'm not sure we want to repeat again.
Please not.
Thanks for your help,
Unless
mate.
he's 3 times the size,
All right,
we might
yeah,
consider
fair.
it, yeah?
Mwah. He did.
Nice.
Absolutely livid with me.
Well done, Spoon.
Cheers, Thomas.
Well done, Spoons.
Thank you, mate.
And just like that, day one of the big adventure was over. The world hit reset and the South African sun lit up the sky. And most importantly, at this stage, I was still ahead in the competition.
So, last night, we both caught 2 fish, but Spooner caught the right fish.
Yep.
Caught 2 carp, 20 pounds.
Yeah, second one I didn't work. Same sort of size,
Okay,
though.
that's nice though. I caught 2 catfish. It seems everywhere I go I catch catfish. It's really annoying. I've reeled all of the rods in. I found a spot 24 wraps out, which is essentially like halfway across, just over halfway across. I put 2 rigs next to each other, a bit of pink corn and a yellow pop up, and just spod some link, some isofish, and some buckwheat and hemp over the top. Most of the bites, which is sort of seems is the case, are at night.
Yeah, they're definitely more active evenings than night, aren't they?
Yeah, and to be honest, we're busy in the day anyway. We're casting we've got all of the Kaizen Greens here, and that's the reason we're out here, really, to show the guys what we've got. So we could have a little bit of a casting session down to the right-hand side, down the side of me. Might catch one during the day, but I reckon it's probably going to be this evening.
I think so. I think so. Well, I'm going to call a bite on my middle rod.
Okay.
Because I can't see why it wouldn't. We've seen fish there. I've just got a little pile of bait. Something's going to go over there and pick it up.
Okay,
All
I
right.
like it. All right, well, should we go and try and hit 50 wraps?
Yeah,
with
go on.
a 4 foot 13 footer. No, 4 pound 13 footer.
4 footer.
Let's be real, Dovey was never going to be able to cast 50 wraps with his chicken arms.
But these guys might.
So Adrian here has cast this 10 foot, is it a 3 pounder this one?
Yeah.
10 foot 3 pound Kaizen Green, nearly 40 wraps, and it's clipped up at that, so he's going to show us how to do it. Then I'm going to have a go after to see if I can do the same thing.
3 ounce lead.
3 ounce lead, 3 pound test curve, 10 footer.
It's insane, bud. 3 pound rod. It's mental.
I don't think I'm going to do that, to be honest. That's a long way with a 12 foot or a 13 foot rod, so to be able to do it with 10 is mental.
One thing punching it out there, so another thing bringing that lead back.
Oh, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. That was just... These were 100 quid rods, aren't they? Yeah. It's mad. Right now, got really all the way in.
The day couldn't have been going much better. Mind you, a carp to show these lovely people would be quite nice.
Well, I'm going to call a bite on my middle rod.
If he gets it out, I reckon he'll let you reel it.
100%. Let's go in the boat.
Huh? Okay, so Spooner's got one on, and we've got a wonderful crowd behind us now because it's the middle of the day. We didn't actually expect to catch any in the middle of the day because most of the bites are coming at night. So it's like a little extra. It's a little extra thing in the day. Have you got? Is it out? Do you want to go in the boat? Yeah. I'm gonna go out in the boat. You gonna come with us? It's kited right because I saw your line moving right.
Yeah, it's definitely kited off the spot.
Yeah.
At least 35 pounds.
35 pound. 35.
35.
Come on in, Spooner.
Okay, go left a bit, Tom. That's it.
Have we got braid on?
Yeah. See the rig?
Well, I can see you.
Lead core. So close, but yet so far.
Shame.
Shame.
Never mind.
It's a bite, it's a daytime bite.
Yeah, at least you haven't got half of South Africa watching you lose one. Oh, what a shame.
What a shame. Could have been a hero then. Poor lad. I was going to let him have the rod as well. I thought I'd got it out. I was walking back, it was coming out a treat.
So did I. I said to him, if my rod goes, you can have one. If
Here
one of these rods go while you're here, you can have it.
Yeah.
He saw me pick yours up and he thought they were mine. He's like, can I have it? And I was like, sorry, Spoon, it's just not as nice as me.
Imagine if I'd have gone, no mate, it's my bite, my fish, right?
And that's why you lost it, though.
I lost it on purpose.
Well, so he didn't get it?
Yeah.
You're horrible.
Now that is harsh, but I didn't have time to cry about it. Someone needed to catch these amazing people a carp, and it wasn't going to be Dovey.
You know it's a spinner rig. I always use a spinner rig because it's, in my opinion, one of the most efficient hookers of carp. But where it's vital in the situation I've been faced with here is its resetting property. So by having an anti-tangle sleeve, straight onto a quick change hybrid leg clip with that stiff boom, because my pop-up is super critically balanced, anytime it gets picked up, it's resetting itself. Now in this instance, it's not been carp that I'm worried about, but it's the resident coots that keep having the time of their life. That's probably been picked up 10 times this morning, but as they pick it up and let go, it's coming to reset every time. And when a carp comes over it, like it did just now, it's still perfectly presented to get a bite. And if they come face to face with a Pango pop-up, they are not saying no. Thank you, thank you. You didn't know I could talk to coots, did you? I'm like Dr. Dolittle. Dr. Do very little. Thanks, we didn't know where to go, we got lost. Thanks for that. No, that is brilliant.
Whilst I was busy actually trying to catch a carp, Tom was busy scaring off the locals.
We lived in Spain and we had a swimming pool in our house and we used to go, I used to put the rigs at the bottom and go down and actually suck them in.
What?
See if they worked, yeah. When I was like, I'm not even joking. I'm not joking. When I was like, I don't know, 13 or 14, I think.
No way.
Yeah. That's how sad I am.
I guess it is true what they say about meeting your heroes. I am sorry, mate.
Sorry?
Luckily though, the same rod was away again, and this time I'm not planning on making the same mistake.
Well, that rod that you last saw me place, my middle rod, out in that little gully, has done the goods again. Would you be a little bit heartbroken, Tom, if like a 45-pound mirror popped up for the sake of the competition? What do you think that would mean?
I'd be proud of you.
Ah, that's cute. Let's not forget we are involved in a competition where both mine and Tom's biggest fish combined from here and from Croatia dictates who gets to give away their Kaizen Greens. I badly want to give mine away.
No, it's we get to give your set away and my set away. So if I win, I get to give both of our sets to one of my followers.
4 sets of rods in total? Okay.
Oh, it's a good though. It's a better fish.
That's the one you wanted, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey!
He's gonna swallow.
Okay.
What I said?
25-12, I think you said. 25-2.
25-2.
Well done, Spoons.
Well done, thank you, thank you, thank you very much, thank you, thank you. Well, this one has certainly caused quite a stir, not only because we thought it was a coot to begin with, but because it's very affectionately known as Two-Tone Tony. What a great name for a carp. But whilst you can see we've got a lovely carp on the bank, what we've also got is a fantastic amount of people that have made the effort to come down to see us here at Donaldson Dam, and we'd like to say a very big thank you to every single one of you. Two-Tone Tony, this one's for you lot.
Cheers, boys. Cheers.
Well done, everyone.
Well done, Spoons.
Well done, Tom.
Blinder.
Mwah.
Having already produced 3 bites, it was a simple case of press and repeat with that middle rod. And with the sun making way for the rain, it was only right we had a little rain dance to celebrate.
Romantic, isn't it?
It was romantic and a lot more gentle than the cuddle that was yet to come from Big Jules. and a lot more gentle than the carp that just sucked in my size 4 crank. This fish felt big, and with Croatia on the horizon, I could really do with any bit of advantage over Dovey in the match.
Got a massive braid burn. Oh man, that was pulling. I'd got it out from the bit I hooked it, and I could just see these reeds folding round to the left. It was right on the edge. And it's come off. Ah!
I'm not gonna lie, I think that was a big fish. Wasn't it?
Sorry, mate.
Sorry, mate. He's gonna get you another one, isn't he? So annoying because he was gonna let him reel it in. You've ruined the day, Neil.
Cheers, thanks Tom. Ruined the day for children, great. Not the finest end of the day, losing that fish, especially as I was trying to get it away from the reeds so this lovely young lad could play the fishing, but it wasn't meant to be. We can't dwell on the negatives. Like I said earlier, every now and then the carp has got every right to win a battle, but historically this spot is known for doing big fish. So I'm armed with some Isofish in 15 and 18 mil. I've upped to my hook bait size, as you can see. I love it. With some big boilies, is a 40 pounder gonna love it as well? That remains to be seen. Just gonna put just a little few 18s in the zone.
Feels like the calm before the storm. Storm full of carnage.
Come on monkey, tonight's the night. Tonight is the night.
I must admit, even though I was still blanking, it did feel good for it. The reality was, I was only a 26 pounder away from flipping this challenge on its head. I put out a few more spoms just as the moon slipped through the clouds, painting the sky with its glow.
Is there enough one?
Neil's taken all the plates, so I haven't got a plate. So I'm having to watch everyone.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Well done, Neil. No problem. Cheers, mate.
I've got a South African braai, which, watching from back home, it's a barbecue. I've got a nice bit of steak with some peppercorn sauce, got some potatoes, I've got some sausage, I've got some chicken.
My gluten
plate.
Story.
Oh, look.
And some South African bread, but I've got to pick the tomatoes out, I'm not going to lie.
Adrian. What a
There
guy.
we go.
There we go. We've got some spooners when he finishes.
See you later. We finished all that food and went to bed. Well, we tried to at least.
Well, it's just all kicked off big style. I've come out to a take on the middle rod, and whilst playing, it's kited all the way down this margin, but as it was getting close, the left-hand rod, we've got one on that as well. I've landed the first one, the lads are down there looking after the net, and apparently it's quite a good fish. I didn't even get to see it.
Can't put fish in the water. Spoons! Wait, where are you? Oh my You got that Yes, man!
This is a first! Come on! This is a first! I do not know what is going on. I've not even seen the fish yet, but the boys are having a look at it.
It's a it has to be a 40.
They're calling it as a 40 pounder. It's all going off. Yes. Let's have a quick look.
It was a storm of carnage, just like Adrian said it would be.
These bites are coming thick and fast now. I've not even managed to look at that other fish.
But what's more crazy to me is how Tom's managed to sleep through all that.
Hello, Tom. I give up trying to sleep. yeah, brilliant.
Really long. It's a long.
Nearly as long as my own boy. We're just racking them up. Now.
I'm going to go back into Carnage and not sleep.
You enjoy.
If you can leave your receiver on as well when you go down there, so every time everyone bleeps it, it keeps bleeping in there.
Yes.
That'll also be good.
Joking aside, can you pass it out to me?
Yeah, will.
Just see it come flying out straight into the lake. It's up by me.
I actually still can't believe Tom kicked me out. But, to be honest, I wasn't complaining. It's not every day the rising South African sun is your alarm clock.
Whoa. Are you ready, Daniel? Are you ready for this, my man?
It's in times like these I truly realise just how lucky I am to be in this position.
Okay, that's it. You keep going. I'll help if I think you need it, okay? See, what you're looking for is always keeping a bend in that rod, okay? So you've always got pressure.
It didn't matter what was on the end. What really mattered is how the bend of the rod made Daniel feel. Even if it was just a plastic bag, for a moment, Daniel was attached to the biggest fish in the lake, and the smile that gave him is one that will stick with me for a very, very long time.
It's early morning, mate. We'll get you another chance. Yeah. Don't worry. Well, that is the biggest two from a very hectic night's fishing in this corner. This being the biggest, and I've got to be honest, Dovey, it's going to be hard to beat.
Yes, it is, but kindly, Neil's given me this one.
Neil hasn't.
this one is £27 and yours is?
£36 too.
36, that puts me £9 behind.
Yeah, what Tom's trying to get at is that he hasn't caught anything yet. So as it stands, I am £36, 2 ounces up, and I get to be the one that gives away those lovely sets of Kaizen rods. But it's not all about that. Let's just appreciate a couple of bars of gold, shall we?
Yeah, absolutely beautiful fish.
Really
very,
cool
very
fish.
quiet my side. So today I shall be poaching up Neil's.
Sharing is caring. Mwah. Go on, Anne, have your bit of fun. I'm glad you're a terrible shot.
Our time in South Africa was slowly coming to an end. Even though there was a real possibility of leaving here empty-handed, I couldn't care less. I was just as happy spending time with all of the lovely guys and girls that had come to see us. Honestly, I really couldn't care less about catching a carp.
It looks good, that.
Okay, it would be nice to get a picture with everyone who had come to see us.
Right, now we're fishing, boys. We've gone probably 10 yards to the left of his middle rod. Looks good, doesn't it? I mean, do you think that's a bit close to your middle rod?
They're close, it's good.
I don't think it was that close, really.
No.
Well, I could see you pop up.
Take.
No, this is a piss take.
We knew it had to happen. I've given him a spot in my swim where he's basically fishing that far from my bite spot, and now one of his rods fished long across into the reeds. He's finally had a bite. We knew he would, and let's face it, it's probably a 40-pounder.
Right, this is my right-hand rod that's been fished over to that far margin since last night. We've got so many people here today, we've been so busy that I haven't really even thought about the rods. I've just left them out, and out of nowhere this has pulled up tight. And I've got a crowd of about 150 people. And I don't want to lose this one. Let me tell you that for nothing. If I get this in, it's going to be a sick picture with everyone in it. It's a carp. Oh no! No!
I know it's a match, and obviously I want to win the said match, but you don't want to see one of your best mates come all the way to South Africa, get a bite in front of, like he said, 150 people. To see it, we knew it was a carp, and to see it fall off at the net is genuinely heartbreaking. No joke coming. I'm gutted. You're still waiting. Honestly, there's no joke. I am actually gutted. I know this sincerity is not my strong point, but I feel for the boy. What really worries me is how much hair he's going to lose. It was always coming.
I joke around, but that really hurt.
If I get this in, it's going to be a sick picture with everyone in it.
Even I had to ease the pain.
Get everyone in it. Just please don't fall off.
I think. Let's not pull his head off.
Come on, Spooner!
Now, you felt. Oh, I keep seeing him and he's diving in.
Yes!
Yay! Poor old Dovey. I'd say I'll just leave his rod there and I won't put mine back out, but me and you both know that's not happening.
Ooh.
£24, 7 ounces. That will do nicely. Thanks, everybody. This is going to be one of the best photos in my album. Do you want to give the fish a kiss? Yeah, go look. Mwah. You going to kiss the fish?
She's not sure.
Well, that is exactly what it's all about. We've come out to South Africa. We wanted to see as many people as we could, and we wanted to catch some amazing fish just like this one. And the timing could not have been better, could it?
No, absolutely amazing. Thanks everyone for coming along. We really appreciate it.
There's only one thing left to do. 3, 2, 1.
Kaizen Green! Sick, well done, guys.
Yes. Cheers, guys. Let's get that rod back out, shall we?
So good. Huh?
Let's get that rod back out, shall we?
And just like that, our journey in South Africa was coming to an end. We had the most amazing time, caught some stunning carp, but most importantly, met some amazing people along the way.
The only thing that was missing from my list was my own piece of South African gold.
Okay, we've got one on. It's the rod down. It's the poaching rod. It's the poaching rod down in Neil's Bay. We've got about 6 hours before we've got to leave for the airport. I'm leaving this to the last moment. Neil is currently £36 ahead in a match. That is not what we like to see.
I don't mind it.
You don't mind it, yeah?
No.
There was a real possibility of having to leave this continent without a carp, and that wasn't a nice feeling. So to get one last minute, is he close to £20?
Yeah, I think so.
It gives me a chance in the match, and I can save face a little bit. 21.11. That'll do nicely. How about that? I cannot tell you
how happy I am with that. It's the final night. We've had the best trip, the best 3 days I can imagine. And there it is, my own piece of African gold. It's been very difficult for me. I've caught a couple of catfish. I lost a carp in front of about 200 people earlier. It puts me about 14, 15 pound behind Spooner going into Croatia. So that is about 1 pectoral fin on one of the carp over there. So there's all the possibilities of me coming back and winning this thing. But for now, this will do me good. Thank you very much, mate. Final up piece of African gold. Beautiful carp to end a beautiful trip. You can go, Boychi. We lost a couple, but it doesn't matter. That is good enough for me.
Amazing. Thanks,
Feels
buddy.
good.
Good to see you.
Yeah, not really.
And again soon.
Next year.
I'll take my
So many fishermen have come from certain backgrounds, and it has helped them with something that is awesome. I mean, this has become our new, it's like an addiction. This is our addiction. So from what we used to do in the past up to now, this has become an addiction, and we thank you guys overseas for working so hard and bringing back the footage, making those videos. I know it's not easy, but look at the impact you have on South Africa.
Have you ever seen a man's forehead fill up a whole window before? Have you though?
The final stretch of the Kaizen Green Roadshow would go down over 7,000 miles away from sunny Africa in cold Croatia.
Most importantly, at a lake that holds both mine and Dovey's personal best carp, the famous Lake Zajarki.
Situated just outside of Croatia's capital, this special water holds one of the best heads of carp in the world.
With an estimated 50 to 60 of these over the 70-pound mark. Yeah, this is serious.
With a difference of 16 pound between our best in Africa, as long as my biggest from here is 17 pound bigger than Spoon's, I get to give away the greens to my followers. This is a change of scenery, isn't it? So we are on the left-hand side of the plateau swims. When me and Neil fished here a few years ago for Monster Carp, we were actually in this one swim to our right, which fishes to a plateau about 120, 130 yards out. I think we're going to fish out towards the left-hand side of the plateau here and have a little look and see what we fancy, but it's quite the change of scenery.
And let's not forget, it's the lake that holds both of our PBs. Let's not forget that.
Neil was right. It may have been cold, but that wouldn't matter whilst cradling one of Zajarki's giants. So, we got to work.
As Dovey said earlier, we decided to fish long and left of the plateau in front of us.
Spinners were fired out, 2 each to be precise, with a kilo of bait spommed over the top of the 4 rigs. A change of scenery for you.
And temperature.
And temperature. In fact, I can't imagine a bigger contrast in change of scenery. We've gone from plush grassy banks, loads of people.
30 degrees sunshine.
30 degrees sunshine, boats.
Caravan.
A caravan. To Croatia, which it does look a little bit bleak here, but the fishing is incredible.
Yeah.
We've now got 2 rods out each at what most would consider extreme range. We've got my rods are at 36.25 wraps and Spooners are at 35 wraps out there. And we've probably put 4 kilos of bait out?
Yeah, a couple of kilo each. Yeah.
Something like that. I'm feeling very confident. I actually think we're going to catch lots of carp this trip. I'm not sure why.
You've got a good feeling, haven't you?
I've got a very, very good feeling. Sometimes in Croatia you can get like 6-7 degrees below 0, and then like 8 in the day.
Which would...
That's a bite. That's a bite. That's a bite. Yes.
That's insane.
How's it feel, Tom?
Feels good. Remember last time we couldn't get one right, could we?
Not one.
They're hard to tell. It's...
Welcome to Zajarki. Yeah, well done, Tom. That's a lovely carp.
Get in there, boys.
Sehr good, yeah. Thank you.
Right, the old fish is sitting down in the net down there. Quickly getting this rod back out because, well, one, because you don't want to miss an opportunity at all in general, but in the winter, bite times can be really condensed into short periods of time. So I'm trying to get this rod quickly done, back out, and then we'll get the fish out and have a little look at her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, boy, that is exactly where you had a bite from.
That's the kidder, isn't it?
It was the kidder, and so was the other rod, as we couldn't even check out the first carp before the left-hander was away.
I literally just got the rod out, turned around to get some more bait sorted, and my left-hand rod went. And it's very hard to tell at range, but this does feel like a better fish. I really, really need to catch a 60-pounder to get ahead of spoons. Hey.
Although it wasn't 60 pound, it was a good sign. We'd only been here for a few hours, put quite a lot of bait in, and had a couple of bites off the back of it.
Okay, let's go. What are you saying?
£30. £30
£30?
on the button.
Okay. We had a feeling that it was going to be a hot start, and that is a hot start. A couple of bites within a couple of hours of putting the rods out. Probably put 5 kilos of bait out there now, and we know they're out there eating it right this second. So we'll get these ones back quickly. This one's £30 and that one's 27. 27, yeah. Blooming lovely way to start. Thank you very much.
Well done, Tom.
Cheers, Neil. Puts me ahead of the competition as well.
It does.
Forgot to say.
Yeah, you are now numero uno.
£15 ahead, and I.
All you need is for me to blank, and you've won.
Okay.
All right.
Oh God, I thought mate, I had a weird one there. I thought my tip was going like that. It was that tweaky.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Absolute Panicsville.
Things literally couldn't have started any better, and the maddest thing about it all, this was nothing compared to what was about to happen over the next few days.
Look at this crocodile, mate. It's already angry. I'm going to properly thumb up its arse and really it off.
I'm not sure what Spoons was going on about. It had been a long trip. But I was first to get off the mark going into night one, only with a small one though that wouldn't win me the match, so I slipped him straight back.
Just in time for me to get my first from Croatia.
Well, my top back's aching already.
Your top back?
My top back, yeah. He's made himself a cup of tea, not me.
No, because you were getting your rods out.
But you, man. Nothing. I got no freezing cold.
How was your cup of tea, Kyle, right?
You didn't have one.
No.
Yeah, did you? No.
I did, mate.
Well, I've had nothing.
No, because you were sorting your rods out.
Oh, that was good crack.
I didn't have time to make Dovey's teas. He can make his own whilst I'm busy catching them.
Get in there.
This is going to be carnage, this trip. No, but I was saying it because you started filming me, so I'd say it again. This is... Oi, Spooner, guess what I'm going to say? Oi, this is going to be carnage, this trip. This is going to be absolutely carnage. This is going to be...
We've got a lovely common of £36, and as a match goes, that means I'm back in the front. I've got over £72 now, £72.2, which puts me about £21 ahead of Dovey. So whilst that is a nice lead, it means Dovey needs a 51-pounder to get back in front, and we've spoken already about how many big ones are in here, so it is still very much all to play for, and I know for a fact there are going to be some bigger fish caught, but for now we will definitely enjoy this one.
This is going to be carnage, this trip.
Well, it looks like Dovey was right. It was carnage, but not on his rods, on mine, which, that's the main thing.
43. Well, once again, Zajarki is not disappointing. Still very early days, and this is the first in that quick fire double take, and this one spun the dial round to 43 pounds. So not only is it the biggest fish of the vlog so far, but it's really applying pressure to Dovey. I think that now means he's going to need a 58 pounder to get back into it. We know the lake can do them, but as I said, we're applying that pressure nice and early. And do you know what? The one that we've still got waiting in the net might even be a little bit bigger. It was a hot summer's night.
The one in the net was in fact a little bit smaller.
Back you go. No matter where you are in the world, a brace of 40s in February, I'll tell you that.
But do you know what's better than two 40 pounders? You know what I'm gonna say.
This is gonna be carnage this.
No, not that.
43.5 pounds gives me another 8 ounces in the competition, and they could be all required when we get closer to the finish. This one, much like my PB out of this lake, and it's part of the reason that I'm sticking with it, has come to 2 grains of fake IB maize. Now, when you're feeding a load of maize at this time of year, or a load of sweet corn, I've often found that the fish can get so preoccupied on it that you're going to get far more bites by matching the hatch. That's exactly what I've tried on one rod, and it's done the biggest fish so far. So we are definitely going to stick with that approach. Look at that for a cracker.
What a way to round off the first day.
And day 2 would pick up exactly where we left off. With more baiting up.
Keep going back. I know your arms don't go back anymore, but keep going.
There were some really important things about long range fishing. One of them is your stance. You have to try and get this right arm as far back as you possibly can to gain some elasticity in the shoulder. And the second one is to wear Crocs with no grip on the bottom. Like that. And then all you do is just f***ing hit it. Ready? Ready? 145 yards.
Put that all together.
Bosh on the clip. 145, bosh.
Cracking. That is cracking.
The main thing is the stance.
Yeah.
And the main thing also is you put the butt cut down there so it looks like you've got a big package.
Like Neil, apparently.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. We've gone through a load of bait. So this morning I got up, I put what was left was remaining in my bucket out. And I need to do a new mix, and I thought I'd show you exactly what we're using. It's nothing revolutionary, but there are a few points of it that are really important, especially when fishing at range. So first thing, the old golden grains. You can't go wrong. To be honest, sweet corn is one of them things that I'm happy to use all the way through the year. As long as you haven't got loads of nuisance fish, carp will eat sweet corn. It won't cause you too much trouble. And one of the things you'll notice all the way through this spod mix is that I'm using lots of small items. So this is 10mm cell. These are actually the shelf life ones. I don't mind using the shelf life ones in the winter. I tend to use fresh ones in the summer. And then I have a little mix up as well with some 10mm essential cell. They just smell like the winter, they do. So quite a few of them as well. So I'd say probably 50-50 so far, 10mm and sweet corn. And then Harry over here in Croatia has made us a nice little particle mix, and in that mix you've got some hemp, some maize and some tigers. Now I'm not putting loads of this in, but the reason I am putting this in is because there's much smaller items in the hemp in. It means that when you put this mix into the spom, it fills all of the gaps to make sure that it's very dense in the bottom of the spom, and that enables it to, one, stick together in the spom so it stays at the front of it, and two, it means that it's very heavy at the front of it as well, which means you can cast a long way. I am putting a handful of 15mm in there. I'm not going to put too many in because I don't want them to have the opposite effect. Okay, that's good. And then we've got Essential Cell Smart Liquid. I actually just take the top off of this. Oh, cool. Nearly cut. Nearly all over my hands. Shake that up. Squeeze a little bit in.
That just smells like the essential cell. Very fruity and beautiful. Just mix it in. And that is the perfect winter spod mix for fishing at range.
Whilst Tom was busy knocking up a bait mix, I was busy missing the clip. Catching all the carp last night has really taken it out of my shoulder, but there's one thing I can do to make things much easier, and it involves 12-pound long chuck. Being 0.30 in diameter, it casts like a dream, and to ensure it's still safe, I'm using an armour cord leader to withstand the force of the cast. That's better.
You're having that, aren't you?
Well, it looked like Neil had sorted his casting out just in time for the big girls to move in and clear up in typical Zajarki fashion. Would any of them put me ahead of spoons in the challenge though?
We've got the spot going today, and it seems like the fish are further left during the day and right at night.
Yeah, I think they either come off of the island at night, or the fish that are out there drift this way.
Yeah.
And then I get my chances.
Why are you so close? Tell you what, I'm genuinely impressed with these 12.64s. They're butty enough to get out there. When you're playing them, they don't feel too stiff. They obviously feel much stiffer than my 12.5, 3.5s. No, 12-foot 3.5s. But they don't feel mental.
It's a big carp, that.
So we've got 44 there. This one is...
This one's 48.
48?
Yeah.
Okay. The big boys have moved in. Here are these two fat boys. 48 pound and 44. They're obviously getting bigger. I think yesterday was a shoal of smaller fish and now the big boys have moved in, and I need to make moves quickly because I need a 58 pounder badly. 10 pound bigger than this seems mental, but there are loads out there. Yellow pop-ups on spinner rigs, spomming probably 5 or 8 spoms every 2 hours.
Hashtag standard Zajarki.
Yeah, it's very, very standard, but look at that, it's insane.
A couple of lovely ones there, mate.
Cracking bit of fish.
The lovely triplet of carp, that.
That is a lovely triplet of carp.
44, 44, 48.
Despite the trend of the previous day, I also got in on the daytime action. He wasn't bigger than Dovey's, and he certainly didn't make a difference to the match.
Back you go, me old China.
So I slipped him straight back and began preparing for what was about to be the grandest of finales.
It was pedal to the metal. I still needed a 58 pounder, and with this being the last night of the trip, it really was all or nothing.
With fresh rigs and baits on the spot,
the rest was in Zajarki's hands. If only we knew.
Told you to beat me right. Oh no. Come off, I think.
Once again, Dovey's up to his old tricks. Loads of people around come to see us. Dovey does get. What does he do? He gets a bite. What does he do next? Loses it. 2 countries, 2 at pools. What a guy. Yeah, I think they call it a carp. They call it a carp.
Hey!
Double up across countries. Didn't have one in South Africa, did we?
No, well, no. The chances of that were slim to none. I can hope that I've got a 60 pounder on. Don't think it is, but I've been surprised by fishing here before, so. There's so many big fish in here, isn't there?
Place is unreal.
It's insane.
That is another lovely carp. Probably another 30 pounder maybe. Certainly a big 20.
but we are here to try and win a competition. You, my friend, are not going to help us with that, so why don't you swim home? Imagine a fish double the size drifting down there. That's what we want to see. Big fish. Big fish. It's one of them bites, if I was playing this at Gigantica, my legs would have gone because it's just done nothing. Quick dart then.
Never mind.
Never mind. I really thought that could have been like the competition ender. Well, that is one of them fights that I am half glad I didn't lose it.
Well, because you'd have just...
I'd have thought that was the chance.
Do you know what? It's quite a big fish.
Yeah. It's quite wide, that, isn't it?
It's quite a wide one, yeah.
Mate, that's massive.
Kite, I just think you're being a little bit insensitive right now. I've travelled around the world, I'm very tired, and I'm getting beat by Neil again. And I needed to catch a big one, and he's just caught what looks like to be a close 50 pounder, or maybe a 50. Which makes my job even harder, but I don't mind, because we've got the best job in the world. What do you reckon? Yeah?
Well, this fish went from feeling massive to looking tiny to then being all right to looking pretty massive again, didn't it? Had a right old roller coaster with it. Now
hopefully it goes back to being tiny when we weigh it. I would say that's 56 and a half. Yes.
All you need to win now is a 71. That's all you need.
It's still doable.
Well, yeah.
But I'm clutching the straws. Oh.
Going to go back to an old Monster Carp saying, Tom, but it just felt different. Dovey will happily remind you of the amount of times I said I'm playing a big one and haven't been. This time I called it. I said it felt big, and it was, and it is 56 and a half pound. Now, from a competition point of view, we think it means that Dovey now needs a 71 pounder to win. Most lakes you just say, do you know what, let's reel in, pack up, go home, wave the white flag, you've won. A, Dovey's not like that, and B, we're at Zajarki, and a 70 pounder, there's more than one in here, so it's still doable. And I tell you what, if this is how Kaizen Green roadshows are gonna go, I cannot wait to go on the next one. Mwah! Look at that. Get in. One last look. Mwah. Thank you, you absolute brute.
Well done, Neil.
Where's my trophy? Cheers, Thomas.
Well done, guys, that's a blinder.
I still continue to push on. Ultimately, there could be a 71 pounder on the spot, and if it was there, I needed to be the one who hooks it.
So I've just had one of mid-30. Then Neil's got one on, got tangled up on his own line, but we're in bed. Neil's go, don't worry, it's fine, I'll sort it out. And he goes, nope, it's absolutely massive.
The funny thing is, me and Tom always joke about, on all the underwater films, pink pop-ups or pink hook baits are the way forward. So I said earlier, do you know what, Tom, I'm going to put a pink pop-up out. And I think Tom said, why, are you bored of catching? It's the pink pop-up, isn't it?
That is a hippo, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think this is going to mean I'm going to need a 120 pounder.
But it is Zajarki.
It is possible. Don't count me out just yet, all right?
When we get back to the office, Tom,
Yeah.
we need to book in some more more of these tours. Is it definitely off the ground, off the water?
Yeah. Yeah, it is 69 bang on. Oh my lord, Neil.
Oh my god. 69 pound. So all you need is an 84. But it is so
It is so good. This is just insane.
This is insane. I'm literally lost for words, but I'm going to find something to say. We've been going on about the dreams of catching one of these big uns in here whilst we've been on this trip, and somehow once again it's happened. 69 pound of ridiculously cool, massive common. I know we've come here on a bit of an adventure, a bit of a tour. We've had a match. There ain't a match anymore. There aren't any fish in here big enough that Dovey can catch to win. But who cares about that? You dream of catching something like this. Just look at it. You dream of catching and cradling a carp of these proportions, and somehow, when me and Dovey get let out on these adventures, special things happen. And it's happened again. Ladies and gents, 69 pound of ridiculous Zajarki common. In February. Yes!
Well done, Sean.
Well, she's shut.
Now, it wouldn't be a proper outro without a couple of monster carp for the camera.
We got it on there. Look.
At least I'm good for that.
That's no chicken. Now, we mentioned enough that this trip has been about the Kaizens. We are on a Kaizen roadshow, so just to give you a little rundown of what I've used from the range and how that might suit your angling. So right at the beginning in South Africa, I'd opted to use the 10-foot version in the 3.5 pound. Now, there were two reasons for that. I knew I was going to be doing boat work, and when you're out on a boat, dropping rigs from a boat, the shorter the rod, the better. So the 10-foot fits the criteria absolutely perfectly, but whereas some people like a really soft playing action for when they're going out in the boat to play the fish, because I knew that I was fishing up against reeds, I needed to have a little bit of backbone, so the 3.5 pounder just made more sense. You saw from the bites, they were savage. It was walking backwards, getting them away from those reeds as quickly as possible, so I needed the extra power that extra half a pound in test curve would give me. And then switching to over here in Croatia, I'm doing long range fishing, 35 wraps, 140 yards, and I'll be honest, I'm not the best range angler in the world, so I need all the help I can get. Dovey went for the 12-foot 6.4 pound because he can fish at range better than me and he has done it more. I need the extra help, and I felt the 13-foot would give me that. And then back in my own fishing, back in the UK, as long as I'm fishing regularly under sort of 110 yards, then the 12-foot 3.5 pound for me is the best all-rounder. I've put solid bags over 120 yards. I've fished close in. I've fished free on a spot at 100 yards quite regularly at Norton, and it just suits the different variety of fishing that I get to do. So they're the ones that I can talk about with the most confidence in the range because they're the ones I've used, but get yourself down to a tackle shop and have a look for yourself. They really are a special bit of kit.
Beautiful. There we go. A fitting way to end the road trip of all road trips. We've travelled thousands of miles, caught over 50 carp, and met lots and lots of people. Thank you to everyone along the way that we've met, and thanks to everyone that's watching as well, because we really couldn't do this without you. And a massive congratulations to Neil as well, because that is another match under your belt.
And I'm not going to let him forget it. But listen, for you to be in the chance to win one of the 4 sets of Kaizen rods that we're going to be giving away, comment in the comments below with your Instagram name. When we pick some winners, as long as you're following me, you are going to win yourself one of those 4 sets. I think that's just about it from us, isn't it?
It is, mate. From us and from these. Until next time, peace.
Cheers. Well done, Tom.
Well, boys.